handsome boy has appeared. You're very handsome, aren't you? Yeah, you are. You can have your breakfast in a bit. Good morning, Palin. Good morning, Fifi and Gerry. No, they've gone shy. Morning, Boba. Good morning, Hansan and Ginger and Joe. How's it going? Morning, Eco. We still have a lot of cardboard in this room that we're having to slowly get rid of because you only get so much cardboard allowance for recycling. So we're having to get rid of it bit by bit. Morning, Mazira. And Hetland and Aruvad. So yeah, we've still got all of this to deal with. But we'll get there. It's just going to be bit by bit. Most of it's broken down now. But yes, a lot of cardboard. Set the buns eater. I mean, they are playing their part. They're doing it little bit by little bit. Good morning, Moose. What? Oh my gosh, I had the hiccup. Sorry. Morning, little miss. Do a sneaky trip around the neighbours' boxes after dark. What do you like? What do you call it? Like a Oh, what's the film? Shawshank. But instead of shaking out rocks from my trousers, I'm just shaking out little bits of cardboard into the neighbours' recycling. Good morning, Justin. Someone commented on Max's grey muzzle and he immediately started barking at them for it. As he should. As is his right. Defend that salt and pepper snoot. Look at you. Good morning, Juicy. I did have a very lovely birthday, thank you. I had a very relaxed birthday. I'm doing something for it on Saturday that'll be a bit more active, but the actual day itself, I just had a very quiet day, which was nice because we've been quite busy recently with doing DIY stuff, so it was nice to just have a quiet morning. Quiet day. Morning, David. So yeah, just spent the day with Alex, really. Did a lot of reading, which was nice, as I hadn't had a chance to read for about a week or so. So, do you and Lyd share a birthday? No, mine's a bit before Lydia's. Same month, though. Same birthday week. But yes. Is it still a cowboy evening for your birthday? Yeah. So I've got, I don't know if you can see there, I've got my cowboy hat ready to go. So that'll be for Saturday, is going to be cowboy day, which I'm looking forward to. I've got to think if there's anything else I need to prepare for it. The party plates have arrived and I've got some rosettes as well, because for the murder mystery you have to award like the best actor, the best dressed, and the best the person who has the most money. So I got some horse rosettes because everything is going to be horse themed because it's cowboys. So yes, should be good. Good morning, Sparky. Morning, Kayla. Oh, I had a message from the rescue just as I was about to go live. The rescue that we got the hom-hom from, saying, we've had loads of random donations. Is it your friends? And I was just like, I did do a post with the bank details telling them to donate. So hopefully, yes. So thank you to anyone who has given anything to the rescue. It's very appreciated. And I've been trying to do a post on Instagram as well, sharing the link, but Instagram's being really weird for me. I don't know if it's being weird for anyone else, but it takes me ages to try to do a post, and I've tried to post a story twice, and both times it's just popped up with error and not done anything. So yeah, I don't know if it's just me, It worked fine. Maybe you need to update. Well, I went to the Play thing where you download the apps from, and it didn't say there were any updates because I did think that. It just seems to have been, I don't know, it's just gone silly. Rowdy, thank you very much for the 38 months. Good Thursday morning, good Thursday. But yes, I avoid using it at work, claims I'm too old, and get one of the kids to do posts. Maybe that's what I need to do. Sarah, post my... Oh, the post from 30 minutes ago. Wait, can you see... Oh, stories are messing up, but the reels are working. That must be... Because it posted the post, but it didn't post the story. And I tried posting it twice, so it probably will just post twice now. Now I've tried it. Bambi, thank you very much for the 16 months. Thank you. Oh, sorry, that was me hitting the phone. The post-work story I do not see. Yeah, I don't know why. It just pops up saying error. And then that's it. I didn't have pancakes on Tuesday, and I didn't have pancakes yesterday either. Because basically we got this afternoon tea, and usually with an afternoon tea, thank you, Fifi, you're doing your part. Usually with an afternoon tea, you get like mini cakes. But they gave us just like 4 massive slices of cake. So we couldn't get through it on Tuesday. So we had another one. We had one on Tuesday, one yesterday. And I guess maybe we'll be able to finish off the rest today. But hopefully, once I'm done with that, I will be able to then have pancakes. Because I feel like I'm owed pancakes. But yeah, no pancakes after pancake day. No! Oh, a baby boy. Oh, look at he. Snoozing little angel. Snoozy baby. Doing a snooze. I did have the cursed pancakes the week before, though. That is true. That is true. Good morning, Limewood. Oh, what else was I going to say? There was something else I felt I had to fill in. When I was donating, my bank app made me classify what the payment was for to make sure it's not a scam, but didn't give the charity donation as an option. So I went with investment because I'm investing in small animal futures. Yeah, that is one of the things with Bristol Rabbit Rescue and Friends is... Oh, Hanny, thank you very much for the 40 months. I hope you had a wonderful birthday. I hope yours was very good. Bristol Rabbit Rescue and Friends aren't yet. They're still currently applying for charity status. So at the moment they can't have... They are obviously... Well, don't trust a streamer word for it, but from all I can say is that they are very legit because I've been fostering for them for years and have, it's people that I know from previous rescues that have worked together and stuff. So, but they are, I trust your every word. Oh no. Oh, hello. There's a double flop today. Oh, you've got dust on your paw. There you go. Oh, what a baby boy. Oh, what a baby boy. Yeah. But yes, so they aren't officially a charity, which is one of the reasons why I've not been able to really raise for them before, because obviously I can't go through Tiltify for it, and you can use things like Just Giving, is it called? But the problem with that is Just Giving take such a they take a cut of it, whereas Tiltify don't. So I'd always rather do like I'd always rather do it officially through Tiltify, but sadly in this case it cannot be done, because I've been trying to think about this with if we were going to do maybe like a raffle for naming the new hamster, because they have said, because there's so many to get through, they have said that people who are fostering them can name them this time. So I was thinking maybe we could do a raffle, but the problem would be it'd be difficult for me to keep track of donations going to the rescue. So what I was thinking is maybe I could set up a Just Giving page and then I'll just cover the fees that they take away, because I want the rescue to get the full amount that they should get, which is what I did before. Back when I first started doing, I guess this was before Tiltify was a thing, back when I used to do my 12-hour charity streams, I would do it on Just Giving, and then I would just pay the rest. Hello, Fifi. I'm being I'm being nosy bonked by a Fifi. Wouldn't the fees be a percentage of the total? Which could be quite a lot. No. Yeah, I was just thinking the first time I ever did a charity stream, I swear I ended up paying £80 just to cover the payment fees. But it's one of those things that I'd just rather that everything someone gave went to the charity. To raise a lot of money and bankrupt me. Good morning, Mama. Morning, pizza. But yeah, I'm concerned Gerry is too cute and is going to desensitize me to other little babies. Be desensitized to the babies. They're sensitive enough for all of us, aren't you, Gerry? He's got enough sensitivity in him for all of us. I think Just Giving does a cut, but it's an add-on. So if you're donating £10, it tells you it's going to add £1.80 to your total. Oh, I see. Yeah, I think some of them do stuff like that. But it is just one of those things that obviously my goal is always for the charity to get as much as possible. And you'd hope that what people gave all of it could go towards those who need it. You could say you cover the transfer fees up to a certain amount, but if it goes over that, you cover the rest of donations. Oh, she's washing her face. But yeah, so my plan is at the moment is to try to organise some sort of raffle, wheel spin of names to name the Humpty. Exact, thank you very much for the 12 months. Thank you. Oh yeah. Is 10:15 too early to eat garlic bread? No. You treat yourself. Treat yourself to garlic bread. Pizza, I don't know if for me it's fine, but I am also watching the bunnies live. So I couldn't tell you. For me, the bunnies, all I can tell you is the bunnies themselves are not stuttering. The internet and the connection and the phone itself, that I cannot vouch for. Hey, chlamydia is a good name. No. This is the thing. If we did a raffle, I would reserve the right to veto names. To take the donation and veto the names. Explain this. Oh no. It is a slow flop. Flopper? But yeah. You're okay, Gerry. Hom McComface is still my favourite. I was thinking she looks like... So my names I've been thinking of so far, because she's like this mesh of... She's like a dapperly white brown and this sort of like light brown colour. Part of me was thinking latte because she's like a milky coffee, and then I was thinking that she's like, I got the name macchiato in my head. Then I was also thinking Persephone, because I like the thought of, she's gone to like being in a bad place and now she's in a good place and she's reborn in a... I know she's not Fauna's sister, but Flora would be cute. Oh my gosh, imagine having Flora and Fauna. the other thing what are the other names I was thinking of? I was also thinking Talia, just because we got her on Talia's birthday, or Hanny for that same reason, because it was also Hanny's birthday the day that she came into our lives. So those are my thoughts so far on names. But yeah, we never got Tofu last time. Yeah, I don't know if does she look like a tofu? I think Fauna could have been also maybe Mochi, because he does look like a tiny little mochi ball. But he's Fauna now. What else was I thinking she looked like? Tofu should probably be white. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, where she's sort of like, hi, this is my bun, vanilla macchiato with squirty cream. Grande macchiato. Do you know, I don't even know what a macchiato is. I don't know. I would simply cry if someone named a hom in my honor. But I'm just trying to think of, like, what could she be? She's very beautiful. I mean, all hamsters are beautiful, but she is very beautiful. Do you know, one of the hamsters that is, so she's a Syrian. They rescued, from this big rescue, they rescued 9 Syrians and 2 Chinese hamsters. And the Chinese hamster is such a funny wee thing. Like, I've never seen them before. And they're quite mousy. They've got quite mousy features. They're very cute. Gerry, you're very cute too. Don't worry. I find you all very cute. But yeah, they're just really like, imagine hamster, but long. Like, even their tails are quite long for what you'd think of hamster tails being. Emma, thank you very much for the 33 months. 33 years. Money sent to rescued homs, buns at work. Oh, thank you. But yeah. Macchiato is an espresso shot with a small dash of milk. Oh, okay. Okay. Imagine being quite mousy. Yeah, they are just... Oh, apparently macchiato means stained or spotted in Italian. She is quite spotted, to be fair. Gerry, you gonna flop? Oh, you just flopped your little bum right into Fifi's face. It's okay. She's using your bum as a pillow now. She's getting a little face right in there. Tea. But yeah, we need 3 of them to learn sea shanty, so they'd be the longest homs. Yeah. I need to get a better look at her. At the moment, so when she was rescued, she was just in like a laboratory cage, so about the length of Gerry, with like no hides, no proper bedding. It was just sawdust and a box, and that was all it was. Morning, Chris. Good morning, Steve. And yeah, so that was all that they really had. And then when I got her, she's obviously in like a big suitable sized tank now, but all she did was curl up in the corner. She got rid of all the bedding and she just curled up in the corner, just exposed. And I was like, you can go anywhere now, my love. You don't have to just sleep in a corner anymore. And she was there for like an hour or so. And when I checked on her next, she had gone into one of the hides or one of the burrows. I'm not quite sure where she is now. But I was like, you don't have to, you can just be cozy and burrowed and safe. So hopefully she's feeling safe now and all snuggled up. But yeah, I guess they're just used to sleeping exposed in the corner of of a cage, and that's all she knew. But and then I got to watch her use a wheel for the first time. It was quite funny because I put a sunflower seed in the wheel to tempt her in there, and she went in, and she was sort of like walked forwards and was like, whoa. And then she walked forwards a bit more and she was like, oh, okay. And then she just did this really slow little amble in there, just like, okay, I see. So hopefully she'll get the hang of that. She did do a wee in the wheel. So it's definitely hers now. And yeah, it wasn't an animal testing situation, no, but that's just the cages they were kept in. But yeah, so hopefully all of them are now in nicer homes with wheels, and it has got a wheel. That's true. Oh my gosh, that reminds me. I don't know how it's happened, but I've somehow started being suggested, I don't know if it's my phone listening to me or what, but I've started being suggested German Instagram reels now. So I just, every now and then, I just get a post that will just be in German. And a lot of the time I'll understand like every third or fifth word. I won't understand much of it. But I got suggested this song today that was basically, it was this this guy, his grandma is offering him you don't get German reels, this makes no sense. This guy's grandma is trying to get him to eat Fleisch, but he esse kein Fleisch. And it's just him saying, it then turns into this little rap song, which is called Pussy und Pflanzen. And it's just him being like, Oma nein, ich esse Pussy und Pflanzen. And it's a little bop. So that's what my Instagram is now. It's just vegan German rap songs. And I don't know how my algorithm has become this, but do you know what? I'm fine with it. Not oder und. Why choose? So yeah, that brought me joy this morning. There's another one, I can't remember the name of the account, but it's just a guy who does voiceovers for like cute animal videos. Wait, Emma, maybe it's the same ones. The ones where there's like there's a golden retriever and he's lying down and the Roomba is trying to go over to his leg and the Roomba's like, ich mach sauber. It's ones like that. It just makes me giggle. And I'll understand them a little bit. I'll tend to watch them through the first time in German, and then I'll look at the subtitles to try to like see if I have translated it well. But I've had similar experiences. I've been getting suggested tweets in Dutch. I guess it makes sense since I'm learning Dutch on Duo. Yeah, it's just oh. Bye bye, Jushi. I hope you have a very lovely day. But yeah, it's just amused me that it started happening. And I guess because I'm watching them, the algorithm is going, oh, guess you're into this. You're picking up what we're putting down. And I'm just like, yes. But yes, good morning, Jesus. Morning, Mexicos. How are you both? it's just nice that my Instagram is getting into a bit of a better place than what it was, because it was just really bizarre for quite a long time. But now it's bizarre in a slightly better way. My favorite account that it suggests to me is still the border collie called Mal. I love her, and there's something really endearing about the guy who owns the account, who looks after Mal. I think it's because he reminds me a bit of My Name is Earl. If anyone ever watched that. I used to really like that show, and it was probably awful, but I used to really like it, and I think he just reminds me of Earl, and I'm just like, oh. But yeah. Hello. You're having a very cozy day today, aren't you? A very snuggly day. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? I never went back to watch it, but I used to love it too. Yeah, I can't remember why I used to like it so much, but I literally have like a My Name is Earl notepad that is not, it's like Earl's list on the front of it. I think I got it for free at work when the DVD came out or something like that. But yeah, it used to remind me of like a grown-up version of 50 Good Deeds for Eddie McDowell, if anyone watched that, which is basically about a boy who got turned into a dog and he had to do 50 good deeds before they would turn him back. But I think they cancelled the show after about 10, so I assume that he's still a dog to this day. AKA Dave from Alvin and the Chipmunks. Yeah, did you know that... Wait, the guy that played Randy is now absolutely shredded in My Name is Earl. Did you ever... the guy... What is he? Is it Jason Lee? Is that the guy who plays Earl? Something Lee. Either way, he called his first child Pilot Inspector. So his child's name is Pilot Inspector Lee. I don't know why that information has always stuck with me, but it's in there. Because when people are like, oh, it's so weird, people called, what's his name? Chris Coldplay called his child Apple. And I'm like, yeah, the dude called his child Pilot Inspector. That's weirder than Apple. Apple's quite a cute name. But yeah, I think he's a Scientologist. I don't know if there's a connection there. But yes, he is American. So, I mean, I guess Pilot on its own is quite a nice name, maybe? Pilot. But yeah. But yes. What about Chlamydia? A beautiful name. The eldest child of Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers is called Sunny Bebop. Aww. Hunter is also a name. Yeah, Hunter is an odd name, isn't it? But I guess there is like an American thing of having surname names. That seems to be more accepted. I guess over time they just became first names. But yeah. Just having a name. It's weird how no one is named Gatherer. True, maybe that is what vegans should start calling their children. A Swedish name I've always found funny is Bror, which means brother. I've always found it funny that Bjorn, doesn't that just mean bear? So you just have some guys that are just called Bear, which I guess is pretty cool. But also, it's bold of you to assume when your child is a baby that they're going to turn into a human worthy of the name Bear. Then again, I guess Bear Grylls is called Bear. But what if you should have called them Otter when they grow up? What if they're not a bear? Maybe we should do that thing where you get, like, what is it in Earthsea Quartet? I should call my child Sickly Idiot. Yay! Where it's like, morning, Dunk. In the book of The Lion King, isn't like Mufasa, doesn't the name, I mean, I think they changed the names for the film, but I think Mufasa is like kingly or something, or like grand, or, you know, it means something really good. And then Scar's name in the book means something like trash. And I'm just like, and you wonder why your children ended up bickering when you called one of them Great Kingly One and the other one just like Trash Idiot. You're just like, no wonder he's so jealous of his brother. But yeah, bless. Just may as well called them like Brother Murderer. Scar's name is Taka, which is garbage in Swahili. Yeah, I'm just like, why would you call your child that? And expect them to not act like a middle child. Conan means dog or wolf. Ah, I did not know that. I guess, yeah, Leo, lion. This is my son, stain on the family. Oh, but yeah, it's just a strange one. Because I guess there are certain things like, I guess because my parents both worked in a school, there were certain names that had very negative associations because you would tend to get certain names that were more likely to misbehave than other names for whatever reason. And funnily enough, one of them that they always said was if you have an Alex is more likely to misbehave than an Alexander. And Alex is just an Alex. So he could be a naughty little guy. We already have a son who will be king. What's the point of this one? It's the typical thing of like an heir and a spare. That's what they had. An heir and a spare. North American names can be quite creative nowadays. There's a Canadian ice hockey player called Phoenix Big Snake. Oh my gosh. My goodness. I've seen... is that why they called you Briny? Because they never had a student called Briny? Yeah. You can... I can set the new parameters for how naughty Brinies are. But to be fair, I think I live up to my name because Bryony comes from the Greek for to sprout or to grow profusely. And I think I've done my part in living up to that name. I'm tall and I got long hair. I have sprouted. Don't tell Alex he's just an Alex. It's got to the point where I ordered a Christmas stocking for Alex. And the lady, it's like an embroidered one. And I said, can it have Alex on it? And the lady sent me one with Alexander. And I was like, but his name is not Alexander. So why have you sent me this? I also thought of another one. Ursula also means bear. True. Briny comes from the Greek word to describe tasty pickles. Salty when playing games. There's a lot of naughtiness available and not very many Bryonies to fill it. This is true. My name means leader of men, and I'm sat in my bathroom doing bureaucracy and watching a stranger on the internet. Oh, wait, which one is... Hello? Just put your name so it says Alexander Bryony. The other thing is that because a lot of my family are like from Scottish origins, they don't even think that the name Alex exists. So most of them call him Alec because they're like, Alex isn't a name. It must be Alec. So yeah. Poor Alex isn't doing very well on my side of the family, is he? At least they got the name right. I'm an Alexandra and I'm called Alexandra way too much. Yeah. Yeah. Sudden babies. Suddenly babies. Babies. My real name is a variant of a more common English version, and people always think it's the English version. I get Bryony with a Y a lot, even though my email address is literally my name, literally, at Yogscast. I will get people replying to my emails where I've written my name and they've had to write my name to send the email in the first place, and they will have spelled it BRY. And I'm like, but you can see it. You can see it on your screen that it's not spelt that way. Oh, where did I get a little nip there, eh? My other half's name is Andrew, shortened to Andy, but his Scouse friends shortened further to And. Just start calling him Ah. Good morning, Katie. I get Kate a lot instead of Katie. Yeah, I can imagine that. It's like Kirsty getting Christy all the time. I found a thing. So basically, my maiden name is one that's very commonly misspelt. And I found a letter from our landlord for our first flat that they sent to say about our that they'd received our deposit, and it was addressed to Adam Turner and Bryony, maiden name spelt wrong. And I was just like, you tried. I think you tried. Did you try? It's like, apparently I lived with someone called Adam Turner for 6 years. Didn't know. Yeah. Justin's get called Jason a lot. It's like, I mean, I get called, a lot of people think that when I say my name, I'm saying Briley, which as far as I know isn't a name, but maybe it is. But yeah, a lot of the time if I say my name, they will reply, Briley? I'm like, no. It's because Alex doesn't exist. They had to come up with a real name. That's true. True. It's a cert. Oh, Briarly. Is that a plant? Briar? Oh, but that's with an A, isn't it? I remember when Dautos thought your name was made up. Yeah. Yeah. Briley, recently. I was talking about that last night, but I was trying to do it in a Warhammer voice. Because obviously they all constantly say, brother. So I was just like, but your brother. Recently. And I've also been getting it stuck in my head of what's the other one? You know, the thing that's like, ooh, brother, I've been trying to say that in a Warhammer voice as well. I guess to be fair, yes, all names are made up. And all words are made up. So I guess you can just be called whatever you want. But yeah. I gave up a while ago. My surname is one letter different to a word, so I've been getting called the wrong surname my whole life, even if I correct them. Oh. Yeah, I just get to the point where usually if people are like, there are very few people that I have to say my name to that I mind if they ever call me the right name. Because like I've said before, when I was working as a Christmas temp in John Lewis, and like I was in a team of two other people, and both of them called me different things for the entire thing, and I was just like, I don't really care. I was like, I don't really care. I'm never going to talk to these people again. It doesn't really bother me. So I just spent the whole time just responding to anything that began with a B and ended with a sort of E sound. The usual way it goes is that I'll say my name, and then whatever the person repeats back to me, I'll just go, yep. Because I don't mind. Hello. But I would generally just get people to call me B, because I just prefer it as a name. Fifi is sat over there. I don't know, can you see her? She is just sat staring at the open packet of pellets inside the chest, thinking, is Mother watching? Can I break these pellets out of this box right now? Can I do it? It's weird, but I never really have much attachment to my own name. Yeah, that's the thing. I think I've had like so many different I think this is what I was going to say. In Tales from Earthsea, you get this thing where you have like your birth name, but then you get a given name or you choose your name when you know yourself a bit more. And then everyone has their secret name as well. So basically, everyone has 3 different names, and you have to remember those throughout the entire story, which does complicate things. But I think that would be a better way to do it, because I think everyone should get to choose what they are named. You can have your official name, but you can also have... regarding Earthsea, my girlfriend keeps getting mad at me for pronouncing... Do you know what? I don't actually know how I said it in my head the whole time I was reading that. I think maybe Jed, but I don't remember. I don't remember. My name is unusual in the UK. Yes. Well, I've met 2 or 3 others in my life. I think. Yeah. So I guess not super uncommon. Just rhymes. Just rhymes, just a few. I do that so much where I read a word as I'm saying something and it just takes over. What if you forget your secret name? Can you make up a new one? Yeah, well, I think it's one of those things that you need to know to like have... I can't... It's been so long since I read it, but I think it's something like to be able to use magic regarding something, you need to know its true name or something like that, if I remember rightly. But it has been a very long time. I don't remember much about it. In Earthsea, Gif gives someone a true name. Gif, is his name Jif? Is that forgetting your password and having to reset your name in an email? Yeah. Gerry, did you want food? I sort of petted you and then got distracted, and now you've settled down again. I did take in a new foster yesterday. Hopefully 1 new foster and not 8 new fosters. Finkies crossed. There's a few of the females that got taken in yesterday who were looking a bit full of soup. So, yeah. Fingies crossed. Fingies crossed for pure singular Hompter. 1, 8, same thing. What a good deal. Get 1 Hompter, get 8 free. The thing is, okay, I will give the bunnies their treat after this. But the thing is, like, if it turns out she is pregante, I will obviously deal with it. I will treasure the babies and try to get them homes, as will the rescue. That is what they do. They work tirelessly to give little fluffy ones better lives. You've not even finished that hay you're eating and you're running around. But the thing that scares me about Hompter is that hamsters they obviously behave in a way that's very natural for them, but very psychopathic to us. And I don't know if I'm strong enough to deal with it. Like, obviously, I will just deal with it when it gets to it. But I was saying to Alex last night, I was like, the thought of having to go into a tank and remove like half-eaten babies is just, I just don't want to. I'm not strong enough. So yeah, that it would be the thing that would terrify me the most, is having to deal with a Hompter just being like, ate my baby, lol. And I'm just like, what? You did what? It's like, he. Zarek, thank you very much for the 60 months. The big 6-0, just in time for Bun Stream. Perfectly timed. So yeah, that is the bit that is making me like, oh. And obviously just, I don't want this little Hompter who's already been through enough to have to go through motherhood and baby make, because that is just terrifying for the poor wee thing. But yeah, if that happens, it'll affect the name she's gonna get. I mean, there's a character in what is it called? Bleak Expectations, called Ripely Fecund. She's always pregnant. So that could be Ripely. Ripely could be a name. But yeah. What kind of hom is she? She is a Syrian hamster. Syrian hamster. Well done, Fifi. I made the bunnies a little stair out of a lamp box. One singular stair. You eating cardboard again? Maybe we should get you end up calling her after someone related to the Trojan horse. Oh yes, this is my little hamster, Odysseus. Ulysses, these babies when they pop out of me. That is the same that Squeak was. Yeah, Squeak and Giulietto were both Syrians. But yes, bunnies, let's get you food that is not cardboard. One in lactose. Right. He's so snoozy. There he is. Let me dip it out. Oh, good morning, Fifi. Da, 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 da. Right. I shall be quiet and let you enjoy the crunching and also the sound of my belly being hungry. I apologise. Sorry, Fifi. Look at this pepper juice. Look at this pepper juice. Let me get your eye. There we go. Very good crunching, bunnies. There's a little bit more there. They don't know how old any of the hamsters are, really. No, so she could be like, I mean, she's definitely fully grown. Definitely like an adult humpter. So I would guess, I mean, looking at her, I would guess anywhere between like 6 and 10 months, maybe. She looks young, but fully grown. So yeah, I would guess that she's maybe around about a year. Do hamsters eat their kids often? I only had cats growing up. They can do. It's for like, it's common enough to sort of be a genuine thing that you can expect. Because they do it if they're like, for shits and giggles. They do it if they're stressed. They do it if they think the baby isn't like if they don't have enough milk to go around. If they think the baby isn't like growing up as quick as they think it should and stuff like that. So they can just, because I guess the other problem is when you've got, hamsters that are obviously, very domesticated. So they might not have top-notch instincts when it comes to these sorts of things as well. So yeah, at the moment it's just this difficult balance of, do you feed them in a way that you think that they are pregante, which means, extra... Fifi, do you want this, or do neither of you want this? Fifi will have it. Do you feed them in a way that you think they are pregnant and need extra protein and stuff, or do you feed them in a way that they're just a bit chunky and you need to cut down on that sort of thing? Like, it's a difficult balance to make. So I guess I can just feed her. Well, I guess I'll just have to keep an eye on her and see if I think she's getting any more full of soup, if there are any more marbles in there. And just, there's one, hello, Dave. There's one particular hamster that has come from the rescue that looks a bit more like a bag of marbles. So I guess they're a bit more concerned about that one. But yeah, definitely. I mean, I couldn't say 100% certain there are babies in there. For me, the way that she is carrying her weight, I would say that it's more too far forward to be babies, but I am in no way a hamster expert at all. And if there's one thing that rodents know how to do, it's make babies. So I fear that the odds are stacked against us in the Pregente Hompter department. But yeah, bitches. You can do little hamster ultrasounds. I think they generally don't, because obviously the turnaround is so short. Like for hamsters, for Syrians, it can be like 16 days. So you have to wait about 2 weeks and then So it can just be like, rather than the stress of an ultrasound, it can just be better to just wait a little bit and be like, there are babies there. It turns out they were. But yeah, we shall have to see. Congratulations, it is a hamster. This hamster so big she can fit 8 other hamsters in there. I was reading the average size of a Syrian litter the other day, and it said that generally they're like 6 to 8, but the largest recorded was 24, and I was just like, please no. I don't want to have to deal with 24 babies. But I think that is in a very, very rare case. But yeah, dear oh dear. That's a lot of jelly beans. That is a lot of jelly beans to suddenly be appearing. This bit of Gerry here, where his molt is just coming through, is so soft. Like, he's a very soft boy anyway, but when his molt is coming through and he gets his soft little baby floof, it's the softest thing. Like a little cloud, are you not? You enjoying licking up all your pepper juice? There's too many of anything, yes. Yes. Aww. Also, I've forgotten the word now. I think pillow was one of the words that they taught me in German recently. And I think, is it Kopfkissen? Like, it's kissing your head. I don't know if that's what it actually means. But every time I look at it, I'm just like, head kisser? Like it's giving your head a little kiss when you rest your head in it. I usually just say kissing. Oh. How's the bunny? He's good. He's a cozy boy today. Aren't you? Little baby boy. Little baby boy. But yeah, just makes me giggle. It's one of those things that it's like, when you get words like that, even though it's not how it's meant to be, it helps me to remember it, if that makes sense. Because it's just easier to think of it as being like, your pillow kisses your head. What if we shared a little cop kiss? Kissing is a Swedish slang for cat. Oh. Like not a rude one, or is it just like, is that just like a cutesy word, or is it, the equivalent of that word? But yeah. But just, a lot of German has fallen out of my head recently. You almost said it. What? Pussy und Pflanzen? It's a cutesy word. I enjoy any German you learn and story you tell. Yay! I'm enjoying it, but I've not really been able to do it very much recently. And I found that if I don't do Duolingo for very long, when I go back to it, I'm just like, oh, geez, I've forgotten so much. I guess if you're just not using it, it's like when people say, like, oh, my first language is, like, I used to know someone whose first language was Welsh, and they couldn't speak any Welsh because they just didn't use it, so they forgot. Yes, both bunnies have had things done necessary to not baby make. So Gerry is a potato, but he has no tater tots. And Fifi, fun fact about Fifi, Ffion is actually named after the vet who spayed her. So they babied. No baby. No baby. I can say I'm not very good with the pronunciation of this, but I can say das Baby ist 2 Jahre alt. Is that true, Gerry? Is that true? Little baby. Why did you say pronunciation right and then correct it to the wrong pronunciation? It's one of those words that makes me giggle to pronounce it wrong. I no longer trust every word you say. Do you ever get that thing where there's a word that you say wrong as a joke and then it gets to the point where you're just like, I don't know if I can think how you're actually meant to say it anymore. Like Skellington. I'm saying it ironically until I'm not, yeah. It's like I used to have a friend who got really wound up by people saying jalapenos. And now I call them jalapenos so much that I have to actually think, wait, what are they called? Can I have jalapenos peppers, please? I think not pronouncing the meow in ho meowna is a crime. Ho meowna. Oh my gosh, that reminds me. Yesterday I was talking to a friend. We were talking about how much it costs to get your roof done. And they were like, oh, I'm no homeowner, but I've heard that roofs are expensive. And then we kept on being like, what if our house is kissed? No homeowner. Anyway, I guess I should leave on that bombshell. I love correcting people on whom when they were correct. Yeah, I'm constantly doing that to owls. I hear them outside at night and I open the window and I shout, whom? Where can you be sent to? Should we go to chickens? I like chimkins. Hähnchen. Ich möchte Hähnchen suchen? No, that's not right. But you get what I'm trying to put down. I still have no idea how words work in English or in German. Cabbage Hill today is going to be chaotic, I feel. How dare. Well, everyone, I hope you have a very lovely day. I will see some of you later. I don't isst Hähnchen. No. Ich esse kein Fleisch. But I hope you have a very lovely day, and I shall speak to some of you later, and the rest of you, just whatever you're up to, have a good one, and I will Sorry, I'm waiting for Gerry to lie down and sausage. He feels like he's going to sausage. You gonna sausage? But take care of yourselves and be good. Bis später. Tschüss. Be good. Be good. Look at he. Oh, I think he's just having the pepper. He's just supping pepper juice. He doesn't mind. He don't want to flop. We gone. Thank you, cow. Thank you. Bye bye. A boop.